bed tonight.
Hi there. We're Double Batch Daddy. This is my brother Johnny.
My brother Mack, and we're here to
Unpack the track. So we've had a blast actually unpacking these songs from our debut album, Local Lemonade. And for today's episode, we're taking a close look at Waning Moon. And my brother Johnny was the lead writer on that. Tell us a little bit about the context.
Yes. So I was walking my dog. It just so happens it was early evening, and lo and behold, big fat harvest moon was coming up. And right when I rounded a corner, it literally came out. And it like, as the verse talks about, you know, the street lights compete, but the moon glows sweet. That was an image that struck. And I think I was in a melancholy mood. Yes. And I was reflecting on the season. The nights grow longer in the winter. What does that mean? And, you know, how do you roll with the seasons?
Some people like to try to characterize a song as one thing or one feeling, and yet it seems like the song is actually wrestling with acceptance, maybe? What would you say?
And I think it's, you know, it's our slowest song.
Yes.
So it gets to be kind of the ballad of the album. I think it gets to be romantic in its own way, and it was fun to write and fun to use some of those chords, diminished chords and augmented chords that our dad used to love. So to like compose something in that vein was also was fun.
So how did you approach the guitar and the techniques you used in playing?
Well, thanks for asking, Mac. So the opportunity to do a nice lilting ballad allowed me to do a really calm finger style. When you listen to the album, a lot of my playing involves picking, some aggressive styles and some, you know, rhythmic, scratchy stuff. And this deliberately does just finger arpeggios. And then, the E minor 9. Check it. Nice. So it's an E minor chord, but then you put the 9 in there.
Nice. And buddy, show this. We'll probably have to close up on that. But look at what you're doing.
So because I have to have it both ways. I'm a groove scratcher with the pick and very much flat picking a lot of stuff. I also love fingerstyle, and in one song, like this song, I'll switch between the fingerstyle, and then that's definitely picking. But I didn't realize what I was doing until it's like this magic trick where I get to curl the pick into my first finger, and then use only these fingers for finger pick, my thumb. Right? I can really do that pretty well, and then suddenly see, it's kind of fun. Be able to do that. Not too hard if you practice.
And I gotta say, how often do you actually drop a pick during performance?
Very rarely. I used to, but no, these days I really can hang on to it.
Iron grip.
But Mac, let's get real.
All right.
There's another great song called All About the Bass.
Yes,
it's
indeed.
A true statement. We save the entrance. Yeah, finger picking a nice vintage G28 is all a great thing. But then,
get a load of this beauty.
What is that?
This is an Ernie Ball Earthwood bass, the deluxe version, built in the 70s, discontinued. I can't remember whether 500 of the instruments were actually made. I got this when I was in high school. And on the album, Local Lemonade, I only played 2 songs. I think it was 2 songs with this bass. But for Low Waning Moon, definitely bust this out. But the great thing about this bass is that it sort of has that right in between bass guitar and a stand-up bass. It just you can do that. Right, and it has that swell, and the long notes can let it
Bottom end.
The one other big thing, definitely wanted to share.
Big thing? Bigger than this?
Yeah, hold on. On the bridge of
yes.
this song
Oh, yes.
is, I want to say I think it's my favorite bass line of the entire album. Right here on this song.
So let me wax away while this moon waves.
So what I love about that is it literally is just there's all this chromatic, and what I mean by chromatic, it's like 1/2 step apart. So not all the way. This is a major second, but is. Yeah. Anyway, lots of fun. I love that was the most active at that point in the song. This is the first time the bass really has this walking, right? And we'd save it just for one little spot.
So just in case you haven't listened all the way to the end of the song, there's a surprise ending.
Hold on. What?
I admire in other songs too. Set one thing up and then switch it a little bit. And that is, and the nights grow longer now. And it becomes this kind of mantra of, oh, they're just growing longer. Let me sink into that. And then, well, wait a minute, I'm coming home. Let's let tonight grow longer. Mm-hmm. That's hopefully just earth-shattering surprise. But to help bring it home then, which we never do.
Yeah.
Really, we never do a long instrumental play out.
Yeah.
And so that was fun to just like hit the overdrive pedal and just wail away on a guitar thing.
Go into the night.
Yes.
That brings up another concept too that is throughout the album actually, is our interest in playing real instruments. If you listen to the whole album, you obviously hear it. There's a real acoustic bass, a real acoustic guitar, these instruments and real acoustic drums. Everything's there, but also piano and a B3 organ. And on this song, we just have a B3 organ.
Okay, spoiler. We used the Avid virtual instrument. They call it the DB33. So it's part of the software, and they, to my ear, do a pretty darn good job of approximating the tweakability of a real B3. I actually wound up using this virtual instrument throughout.
I mean, we played with a lot because it has such good, rich, earthy sounds.
And so I wanted to solo up
the
and especially it plays out throughout this song of Low Waning Moon, but especially it made sense when there's no vocals and guitars going. The B3 could come forward a bit just to help support what was going on. But I wanted to solo it, even though it's very much of a background gluey part of the song. I wanted to show you how I automated the bar movement as well as the Leslie horn is what they call it. And it's on a motor that actually spins the horn to get this shimmer vibrato effect. And what this virtual instrument, you can automate exactly how fast it ramps up, and you can set each speed, the slow speed and the high speed. And then the bars of a B3 were originally invented to try to like approximate the pipes of an organ. And so a lot of great players will play with those bars while they're holding their chords to give the swell aspects and all those things. So this was my best effort at trying to make that happen. So let's hear. This is the solo section.
Just with the B3 soloed up.
Actually, to get some context. Turn it on. It's going up to the fast. Now it's really spinning. Pull it over the top.
Pull out some more bars.
The bars come out. And this is the end. So the bars go back in. And the Leslie's been turned off and it gradually slows to the slow speed.
That's what's great about this sample, right? So realistically, on a real Hammond B3, that Leslie effect does have a slowdown and a startup, which again is very earthy and organic sounding. And that really, that Hammond B3 like awakened the whole play out in a way that just it's just so emotional. So here we are. We're just going to go into the night, and actually we're going to embrace it. Thanks for watching.
Hey, thumbs up if you're a fan.